oh, like
I think
everyone
it was
it's pretty
helpful
clear what's
just because
happening. Like,
I
don't
was
stress.
weary
You know what I mean? Like,
already.
especially the day
Yeah.
before.
100.
Because I
Everyone was like,
well,
you
It was
guys.
like
she's
this
a
quick
fan.
flip, like
she
where I
wants
was like,
to see
Right.
things happen,
and then like
I don't
in like
think
my
she was
position,
afraid
it's like,
of
well, I
drama.
don't want to.
That's right.
So I
You're
was
kind
of-
worried
Go against-
It's
that,
yeah.
so
I'm
early where it's like
posting
you
now, but
just.
you flip it.
That was my thing. Is I was like,
That's
it's
right.
It's like
early.
if
That's
it's
right.
like
And
if
then
you guys have the
like
votes,
you don't want to
I
get sucked
can't
into that hole.
That was
And
my
she
thing.
told
Is
me
I
one
was like,
thing that always
like,
scared
what's
me.
the point?
She said that they
You
asked
know?
her, who do you not
That
want
was
to
my
see?
thing, is I was
And
like,
she
it's
said,
too
I don't want to see my
early.
twin in
And
the
we
house.
did kind of say like,
Which
oh
was
wow.
big to like.
Yeah.
learn,
So I
like,
was
if you
very
guys,
like,
like,
is
make a
this-
decision.
Yeah, really,
like,
right?
Exactly. It was like
Exactly.
first
Yeah.
week.
So I mean,
Yeah, I
it
think
might
that was
have been a
like
blessing in
the hard
disguise.
Yeah, because for me,
Is
I
that,
always said, I'm
like,
like, I'm
yeah,
such
like,
a
video
girl's
for
girl.
everyone was
I
like,
love being
you
with the
guys should be
girls. I
happy.
really
Her
root
speech,
for
I couldn't
women in
even look at her.
every
I
way.
like straight up, like, I
I'm
was just,
that,
like, at
so
the
I
door
never
being
feel
like, I
competitive with
feel
other
like-
women.
Yeah, 'cause I felt
I
like
try not
grimy.
to
Try
do
to,
that.
and
so
especially we all
grimy,
support
because
each
I
other
was like-
anyways.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like
100.
even like that's why
That
I'm
was
so
like
close
my
with my
issue. Like,
best
that was probably
friend
the hardest
because she's the
part.
same way,
Yeah.
and I hadn't
'Cause I was
found
like,
that in a
am
lot
I,
of
like,
other like
morally, like, a
younger
bad
girls
person
That's
that were
right.
also like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah.
I was
Totally.
thinking,
So it
like,
means a
when
lot
she
to
was
me,
going,
so
I
I
was
look for
like, should I
that.
just,
And
like,
I'm like, oh, that's so
switch it,
scary
but I
for
was like,
me.
we have no way of knowing.
You know?
That's what I
I
was
know,
thinking, too. I was
right?
like, do I just
Yeah.
do it?
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
whatever it is, what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like the not knowing and then being like, oh, because everybody knew. Like Vic had said, she's like,
Yeah, exactly.
she
100%.
just did my makeup. Like, there's no way. And it was like,
And
and I
that's
didn't want
fair.
her to be like a clean sweep anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
And
it
that's what
pretty
I
much
was worried about
but-
too. Is I was like, I would feel so bad. Like,
Yeah, and then people would be like, oh, like they went again. So.
She went out in style.
Oh, did she ever?
oh, period.
And the only thing that makes me like a little bit feel better is like she's fine.
Good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know this is her dream and like she really wanted it, but like she's such a star already. Like
Yeah.
she's gonna crush whatever she does. You know, if there's
And she
All-Star,
will
she's
be.
coming back. Like
oh,
she's like
100%.
Yeah.
she's got like
Definitely.
that's the only thing that made it just like it's just a little bit.
No. I was just telling Tina, like for me too, I know Julie's a fan of the show and wouldn't
Yeah.
be afraid to stir it up, and that scared me. So I
Same.
was like,
Yeah.
I was like, like she was very like wild cardy. Do you know what I mean? Like you just didn't know.
Yeah.
I was saying for me, she told me, she's like, they asked me what like I would be afraid of in the house or like not like, and she said like my twin in the house, I would hate that, which
Yeah.
is like,
Yeah, and
would
then
have
you're
been
like,
me.
oh,
And you were like,
So she told me, I was like,
huh.
oh, okay.
Okay, well, now I gotta think about that.
She would have been a wild card.
So I was like,
Yeah.
I never felt like 100% secure, even though we were close on not. I don't even know that I would use like close.
Do you think she's still in the house somewhere?
I know they
be.
do. I don't know if she's in the house, but I know that like they obviously don't just like be like bye to the airport.
No, like I'm saying, like, do you think there's like a secret room?
I'm wondering because Expedia's still locked.
It is. We just checked it on our way up. It's still locked.
I
And it
don't
wouldn't make
know.
sense if the backyard's open unless there's
Right.
something. Oh, unless they're like filling up the secret room with something else. I don't know. Every
don't
time,
know either.
every time I try and think, like, I thought for sure when we walked out there'd be another podium and they'd be like, oh, and Team Defender.
Yeah, welcoming to Team Defender.
Yeah, meet your new whoever.
Right? That's what I thought too. I don't know.
So every time I think, I'm like, yes, that's it.
I always expect the backyard shades to go up, and there's like other people. I'm like,
like looking at us and we're like,
Yeah. What the
I
hell?
really do think someone's just gonna come back. I think like that we evict. Like,
Oh,
someone
really?
from
You
the
think
group.
that that's what's
Yeah.
going?
To me, it just makes like the most sense, like with COVID and everything. That it's like you've already been with a group. Like
If they did,
we don't
like,
want to
they'd have
introduce
be,
like new.
in,
They'd
like,
have
the
to be
secret
so
room,
sure.
right?
Yeah.
Like it would have to be like
Something
that
like that.
Kelsey and Levita situation where they were like somewhere
In the house.
Oh, yeah.
That's like what I keep thinking.
Oh, that
Or like maybe they'll bring two people back.
would be
You know what I mean?
insane.
Two people whose time was
'Cause
cut
if she
too
did
short.
That is
Yeah,
the
so
one
like
thing,
say
like, if she
top
came
four
back,
or
oh,
Right.
first
she would
four
come
and then
back-
two come back.
Exactly. And then they'll
She would
compete
come
or
back with like
something.
fire
And
inside
the
of
top two
her.
get to come back.
Interesting.
She would come back with fire, and I feel like everyone would just shit their pants
Oh,
immediately.
you know they
100%
would.
Everybody would just shit immediately, like, dang.
But it'd probably be so weird to come back like weeks later and see like how different or how like similar like people's like
If different
relationships have, like,
connections have been
moved.
made.
you know what I mean?
agreed.
Yeah.
It was very chilly.
Were you looking at the washer? Is my stuff still in the dryer?
Yes.
Okay, I'll take it out. Sorry. That's what I was originally doing. And then
And you get distracted.
And then
I'll,
I'll
I'll be
come back and say goodnight.
2
but-
minutes behind you.
Yeah, I'll head on there and
Holy, it is still freezing in here.
It's cold. My toes are
Me,
cold.
I'm like, which way do I go?
please, which way? Thank you. You
It's a
saw it,
little
Brady.
chilly.
Peace
Look
out.
for his breath.
How many times am I gonna push?
Yeah, because it's like it looks like ice in here. Man, it's just so trippy to be fucking sitting in the HOH room. Makes it feel even more real, especially for you.
I never saw it. I never watched last season, so that's why when everyone was like, "Oh my god," I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, look at this room."
And like last season, like a special power appeared out of one of these things.
I was like, honestly, they went all out. Like, it's really something.
And it's like personalized to you with like the rose quartz. Like that's such a good touch.
I was really like, pleasantly surprised, I feel.
It's so lit.
Fair, fair, fair. I have to pee.
Oh, my face is burning. It's nice in here.
I also feel like, should I put pajamas on? Should I wash my face? What time is it, to be
I have no idea where everybody is.
No one's in the back room anymore?
Nobody's in the
In
backyard.
the hot tub?
No, that's locked.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, and then there's nobody in the games room. And then I just got here. I heard
Is the
laughing.
game room open?
Yeah, but there's no game.
And Expedia's closed?
Expedia's locked up still.
I think
must
that's
be
where
in the
you'll do
rooms.
nominations, because they're all touchwscreens.
Oh.
That's probably an OLG is probably where you'll do it. Remember we saw the list of
Oh,
two people's
shit.
names?
You got it.
That's true.
That's where you'll do it. You
That's
get to have your
where-
little moment, like,
Okay. Oh my god. If you didn't watch last season, you have no idea how intense they made it.
what did they do?
Last season,
Dead.
they had busts of everyone's head. Literally like wax sculptures that looked identical.
Yeah, like all of them actually look pretty good too. Like some,
Really?
like oh Jesus.
Min's was crazy. Do you remember? Hers
But
was
like, what did you do with them?
identical.
Like, did you just like tap them and you're like, that's the one?
No, you just like pondered in there and talked about why you
Oh.
might nominate this person.
Like I'd be like Brayden, and I'd look at your face, and I'd be
And
like,
you're like, this, and that. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
It was really crazy. I was like, oh,
Oh, I didn't even know that.
that's yeah. BB Ken goes all out.
The US one, literally is just a little table thing with keys.
Yeah,
And you're like, I'm gonna put 2 keys in a bag. This is the one.
Yeah.
the BB Can house is honestly like
Really?
insane compared.
Yeah, it's insane.
Compared,
Shock.
it's nuts, nuts.
We get a ton of US viewers as well.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like almost split. It's like 70-30.
Actually,
Yeah.
Shock.
I mean,
Really?
okay, first off, let me put this into perspective. California has like 17 million more people than all of Canada.
Yeah.
Crazy. yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, I guess that's fair. I just didn't think that, like, because I feel like, you know, like most, like,
I'm pretty
Canadian
sure it's something
shows,
like that.
Like, most Canadian shows, like, aren't really that popular in the US.
But like, there's like Big Brother fans who like watch Australia, they watch UK, they watch
Yeah.
Canada. Like they just wait
I
for
guess
it
I,
all.
like, didn't, like, realize, like, the power of the franchise.
It's everywhere, man.
Because I really had only watched, like, I
Yeah.
watched, like, some UK, but I'd only watched US.
I only ever watch US. I never watch UK or Australia. But I heard Australia is nuts.
Yeah, Australia. Also, I think Josh was saying that Australia's pre-recorded. So none of it's live. Like, they film, like, the whole season, and then, like, months later they air it.
Yeah. I
So,
said I'm like to
everyone
be
goes
pre-recorded.
home, and then, like, you're like, oh, this week this so-and-so's going home. Like, you know at home, obviously, but...
That's
Which I
kind
feel
of
like-
that's messy.
Yeah, I think the issue is that, like, with that is that people can, like, spill. They'll be like,
Yeah.
top 2 is blah,
That's
blah,
true.
blah.
I'm gonna go switch my laundry. I just want to be in the HOH room again.
Chill out.
Welcome
Fucking
anytime.
sick. Oh, I might take you up on that.
But I think
Enjoy.
that's legit the only.
Open pull.
I know. I hate myself.
I did the same thing.
Also, hi. What about Ro? What about girls? Honestly, in my room, I really don't know who I'm close with. That's what stresses me out. That's why I kind of felt like ill.
I know.
Because I was like, I feel like any of them, I'd be like, just bring home. I don't care about them.
I really like Tina and Tara. Like they're
100%.
sweethearts.
I don't know why I just really like Tina. I don't know why it is with Tara.
I know. I feel the same way a little bit sometimes.
I was like, Tina, you say. Tara, go to laundry.
Like with
What's
Tina,
up,
I'm
Tina?
like,
She's just like a little sweetie.
she's so sweet.
You know? She's
She's
like so
so
authentic.
I also, I'm not like as sketched by Kyle.
Same. That's what's gonna be like if any out of any of the guys, I was like, I feel like if anyone that I feel close in the house with, it's Vic, Kyle, Beth, and you. And like I feel obviously close to Jed. I just don't know like if he really cares. You know, like I feel like we're like friends, but I don't know if he'd be like, no, like I want to make sure you're safe this week. You know?
Yeah, I also don't know that about like Jed and stuff for me. You know
That's
what
why I
I
was wondering, like, are you guys like really, really close
like
or
we're
no?
not that close yet, and I am hoping to talk to
Same.
both of them and just be like,
I need to work on
how
Jed.
real is it?
Period.
You know what I mean?
What do you think that little thing is? I was looking at on the wall.
I was looking at it too.
And I was like, I don't want to touch it in case it's something. Like that Kiefer's like, oh, he found that.
Yeah.
But okay, so you think Jed? Should I work on him first?
Yeah. I mean, Ty's really easy to talk to too. Like he's easy to talk to, just sometimes like you don't get there and you're like, oh man. Ty,
Yeah, I
come
just feel like Ty. I just know with Jed, I feel like he keeps it more real. And Ty's just like, yeah, man, like I'll work with you, no problem. Like I'm down.
That was so funny with when they ask Jet that question at the final twos. I'm like, when you have one.
Literally, I was like, huh. Literally, that's the first thing I thought. I was like, I should go to Austin. That was literally the first thing I thought in my mind. I was like, I should make one with someone. No, because honestly, I talked to, like a long time ago. My friend's like friends with Christine from BB, like US, like season 16. And she was literally like, oh, like, she's like, always trust at least one person. And she's like, it's always those two that make it to the end.
Literally.
She's like, because they literally only, like, they were 100% trust each other.
Literally.
And she's like, look at Derek and blah, 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 look at blah, 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 like, every time they make it to the end because they literally just trust each other. And I was like, huh.
I literally thought you had one with Julie.
I really
Yeah?
thought. How dare you? Oh, you're so cute,
You want
knocking.
treats?
You know I want one of these, girl. I'm black. No, kidding.
You're so cute. Literally the watermelon. I'm like,
Yes.
We were
you're so
just
cute knocking.
We were literally just talking about how we like.
I was saying, because my stress is that I feel like I'm really only close to people on your team. Like, I'm close with Vic, I'm close with you. I was like, I feel like close with Beth. And honestly, I don't feel that sketch with Kyle anymore.
I don't feel such with Kyle anymore
either. I
He's
think
just like such a sweetheart.
He's such a sweetheart.
And then I was like, well, fuck me and my team then, because I feel
These
like,
teams are going to be done soon, so don't worry. And then we'll
yeah,
have
but
our
then I just like worry that like, let's say like Tara won next week or something. Let's say we're a team again, and Tara wins, and then like literally they're like, just get rid of Brayden, just get rid of him, girl. Like none of us really like vibe with him, just get rid of him. And she'll be like, oh,
We need
bro.
to make an alliance with the cars or something.
That's what I've been stressed out about too. Is that I'm like,
I know. I thought I had this great relationship with the guys, but apparently it's
Same.
Latoya.
no, literally. That's why I'm like, what?
Like, are they scared of her? Like, explain
No.
yourself.
I don't know when they got so close. I don't know what
Is this
happened.
soundproof? This room? Like, I'm like,
I
no
don't
idea.
think it's that soundproof, but I wouldn't scream, but.
I'm doing this to you, girl. Not today. Like my pink hair. Nope.
You know, that was my thing.
You know what's funny? We didn't even have an alliance.
That's what I was kind of annoyed about, like this Julie thing. And listen, this is like the Julie thing, is that like obviously like I felt close to her, but like everyone's like, oh, like you guys had a final two, like you guys were literally like inseparable, and I was like,
Yeah, that did happen.
and I was like, I only hung out with her on day 1 and day 2, and then she hung out with you after that, and I hung out with Austin.
I know. Why did she? I don't know. She just kind of clung. Like, you know, like it's hard. Like when you're that new and someone says like,
Hey, let's hang out. Like, do you want to
yeah,
go?
do you want to? Yeah. Like how many times can you say no? Like, you know, it's just like you were all new, but like.
And that's why I was like,
She
what?
definitely like kind of, you know, like I did want my makeup done today and stuff like that, which is fun.
I'll
but
do
I'm
it for
like,
you too. I can do makeup.
Yeah.
I
Slay
can try.
me. Yeah, you guys hooked me up.
Period.
I know. I had to like try to just like clear it up. Like I'm just like a nice person. Like,
Same.
we
That's
did
why
not
like
have.
that's why I was like stressed, because I was like, does everyone think that I'm like?
Yeah, well, Tara came right out to me like very serious, and she's like, I
Are
just
you
want to let
okay?
you know. Yeah, she's like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah,
Same
why
to me.
wouldn't
She's
I
like,
be?
she's like, you must be like so like upset about.
I was
this.
like, no, what the fuck? It's a game. Like, no, like I wasn't that
That's what
tight
I
with her
said.
because everyone thought we had an alliance. Now it makes sense. Are you okay? You guys had an alliance. No, the fuck we didn't.
That's why I was like, what?
Like not with like.
And then I was like worried. I was like, does everyone think I'm like a flip flopper now? Because like we apparently had a final
Oh, yeah,
2, and then I
yeah.
was like, bye,
No,
girl.
girl, honestly, when I saw Brayden and Latoya over there, I was only me. I was like, if Latoya
I know,
drops,
I was so worried.
I'm good.
No, literally
I'm
me.
like, if
I was when it
Latoya
was.
drops and Brayden wins,
yeah.
Why do you mean? I was like, I
was
felt
like,
safe
I
because
was thinking like that too, like
I was like,
Brayden.
oh, if Latoya like wins, obviously then I'm safe.
I would've went out with Latoya.
But I was like, for me, I think it'd be better if Austin were to win, because then I was like, then I know that like Vic will stay. I know
we're all
that
good.
Austin will stay. Like, do you know what I mean?
That's a good way to think.
And that's why I was low key like,
If Latoya won, I would have gone out.
I honestly, like, when it was me and her, I'm like, I actually can't lose.
Loki, I was
'cause
like,
I didn't know where I
And
stood.
you didn't. And you
take the deal, Latoya. Just
I know.
Literally, I was like trying to tell her in her mind. I was like, just take a girl. Just be like, are you sure? Okay. Like,
guys, that's insane.
yeah. So I'm just like stressed about like people in my room. I'm like,
No.
who should like? I'm like, I don't know who I should be like. Hey, trying to be my new bestie in the room.
Yeah.
The teams are so like wrong. Like we need to be with you, Brayden. Oh yeah, Tara rubbed me the wrong way today. Like I like her, but no, I didn't
Same.
like that.
That's what I've been saying.
Because she's like, I just wanted to like let you know. It's like she was like giving me the scoop. She's like, I really like, I just want to let you know, like.
Literally, or like giving you like her okay.
Julie told about your alliance, like with like you and like Brayden. I was like, we didn't fucking have one
That's
though.
my thing. I'm like, we never.
Like, I told her
hands
she
it
doesn't-
off. And that's how I was like, oh, like not like blowing up our game, because like I was just like your friend.
Oh my God, Austin. I owe you my life. Like I owe you my life.
Because I just think we used this week to, like, damage control, whatever that
Yo, I'm in
was.
trouble. I feel like I'm in fucking trouble. They think I'm
That's what-
aligned
that's
with
what I
Julie. That
feel.
my like personality is like really strong. like when they were all applauding with Julie, like no one told me till the last second. Like you know what I mean? I feel like I was the.
Me.
I'm done. She's like this mastermind. Like she kept pulling. She was the one that did like ultimately did the switch. I feel like. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it was Latoya who was like kind of the brains behind it because she didn't like Julie. And then she kept pulling people out of the bathroom, and like she just was lying to me.
Apparently, I think it was Latoya that told Ty that Julie told her about.
You could see.
Yeah, and they're like,
And here?
and they're like, no, they could just see that like me and Tina saw it, and that's why we split them up. We said like no matter what, those 4 had to be split up on each team. So I was like, it wasn't even Julie. So I was like, so Latoya just like used that information, like against Julie.
Yeah, would you ever be cutthroat and still for Latoya? Or you're like, no.
I think it would just look bad.
sort of,
It
like,
would just
thing
look
is,
bad on you.
If
Yeah,
I
you
did,
can't.
I know that the guys would keep her, and then she'd
Yeah,
be
you
like,
can't. You cannot.
She'd be like, she's not trustworthy.
yeah.
It's almost like, fuck. I don't even know. I'm like, I'm just so happy for you, girl. Ooh, but yeah, I gotta work on, we gotta figure it out if we want to make an alliance with people, or like who. I'm just scared, like, the friend of the person that went home is always the target. Like, it's an easy
Me.
target.
That-
Me, yeah.
Me.
It's me now. You got
Girl,
out.
is it me? Are you sure? Who's on the block? Who could be on the block this week?
Well,
Jerry?
not you, baby.
Well, not this week, luckily,
That's literally why I was like,
But that'll blow over by this week. Like, by the
That's what I
week,
think.
you need a
that's
week
what I
for
think
these.
is gonna happen with Josh.
I
Like, I
feel
feel
like
like
he's
people,
gonna
like, if he doesn't
stay.
go home this week,
He's gonna stay.
I feel like he's just gonna keep staying, and people will be
Can I
like,
be
that was
honest?
weeks ago, like.
It's, hey, girl, this is your HH. Wherever you're going, I'm voting for
the
whatever
thing
you
is,
tell me.
I like him. I don't think he likes me.
And then that's a
I
no.
don't get that. How's it gonna go for me?
No, literally, I was like, obviously, like, I'll do, like, decent. I was like, I don't think I'll be first out,
I
but,
was like,
like,
Jed's gonna win. That's what I thought. I was like, Jed,
Me.
trainer.
I thought so.
I thought he would win the first, like, I thought he would win it
I
after the
thought
first
that
one.
maybe Beth would win because she was a server.
Yeah,
What do you think about
She
that?
was stiff. Like, she had a good stance, but then I guess she just lost it at some point. Yeah, you really pulled out that.
That's what I was thinking. It was like the way that like all 3 of us have really just been like low key, like always towards the end. I mean, you two won the first 2.
Like, you know, like I feel like for our team, like they better not fucking forget that. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, fuck you, we kept you
Yeah, like
safe.
in week 3, and they're like, oh yeah, like I think I want to go to Victoria, blah blah blah. And you're like, remember when I won us the first challenge, and all
People
of
better
you,
not fucking come for me. I'll
and
die.
none of you bitches had to go home.
I think my thing is I'm gonna have like a really good like mom type heart to heart with Tina and Tara.
That's a good
And just
idea.
like pull on that string and be like, listen, like I really do want you here, blah blah blah. Just to, like lay that foundation.
Yes, very smart.
And because I'm not feeling sketched out by Kyle, I'm
Yeah, I
just
don't
gonna
feel
tell
sketched up by
him.
him. I feel like he's very like.
I think he's just like a dorky, goofy
He
guy.
really is.
He's just like an oddball.
I like
For
that
real.
though.
I like it too.
I know we share a room with them, so it's you don't. Okay, we gotta. That's fine. That's fine.
You know
Yeah,
what I
my
mean?
issue is that I'm like, I'm gonna bond with my room.
The thing is too, like I feel like
Until he was clinging to Jed. That's really what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm like, I ain't gonna talk to Josh. I feel like okay with Kiefer.
I don't.
Like, only because today, before the vote, he was like, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. He's like, I think people are flipping. And he's like, I don't think that you deserve to be like left out of like what's going on. And he's like, so right before the vote, he's like, look at me and I'll give you a 1 for Josh and a 2 for Julie. And when he was like on the couch, he was like,
That's cool.
and I was like, okay, thanks.
Did he really?
Yeah.
That
That's
is cool. I think he's a sweet guy. I just think he's playing hard, and I just like don't think he like vibes with me.
No, and that's fine.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I think that's good. You can, because the people are so limited, they know you would never go for him, that you're not going to go for Jed. Make it, like, to help build connection with someone, make them say the name. So it's almost like they
100%.
think,
Yeah.
like, that will make them.
I'm
Feel
not
like closer.
initiating. I'm
Don't
not
say Kyle. Like,
initiating.
yeah, be like, what do you guys think? And I bet you they will say Kyle and Kiefer.
100%. And then
Yeah.
you're like, that's just what like they wanted.
Yeah, that
You know what I
always
mean?
looks like not like it works. I think my best bonding is like the sex talks and like
No, literally,
like,
they
you
like,
know,
they're like into it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, how deep
Yeah.
is that? Do you know what I mean?
No, absolutely.
The thing is, I obviously got you guys like forever.
I got you guys
Period.
forever.
Yeah.
Like for like this right here. We just gotta keep them coming. Like we both can win next week. Like you know.
That's why I'm stressed. I'm like, I don't think that she'll be able to because she was HOH. So I'm like, you'll be out.
You might not, but that's okay. That's both of us. It's POVs. You're not good. Like, no, who's like
That's
you?
why it's
You're
so
good,
hard
girl.
because like I'm on a team, but then I'm like I worry about like you guys because I'm like, oh, like if one of my team wins, like what's they gonna be like? I'll put a Boston, put a
Literally,
Victoria.
if it was me and you there, and like I felt even a little tired, like,
No, literally, no, that's literally what I said. I was like, if it's me, Victoria, and also I'd be like, who wants it? like, can I have it so I know I'm safe this week? Like,
Yeah, I
you
would be
guys
like,
are,
oh, I have an itch.
like, you know what I mean?
I'd be like, oh, muscle spasm.
Right? You're like, oh no, fuck.
Fuck, fuck.
Yeah, that's why it's like hard for me because I'm like, oh, I like want to be safe, like as a team. That way, like I know I'm safe. But then I'm like, oh, like I know that they'll start targeting you guys, and then, like that's why it's like, fuck.
I'll just say like right now, like if you ever think I'm being distant, it's just because I don't want.
No, and that's my
Same
thing.
thing.
But like let's right now, like this is a thing.
No, that's what I was gonna bring up with you guys. Is I was like, listen, like I don't know. I feel like I'll probably have to start like not being here all the time. They're gonna
Yeah.
be like, oh, like it's really
Same.
Julie
It's
2.0
how-
thing.
Yeah.
It's how
Yes.
it goes. It's,
Yes,
it's
100%.
true. Because we all get along and stuff, you just look for anything. It's anything, like any excuse to
No,
like.
right? You're like, they're,
oh my
they're
God,
too
I'm
close.
Crazy right now. I really look like a crazy.
Well, think about like Jed and Ty, like Jed's question. It's like final two, and it's like, oh, you and Ty.
I was like,
No, literally, that's why I was like,
who's the final two question to?
Jed, and we were like, oh, how do you feel about having a final two so early?
what do you think about being close to people?
That was so stupid. Who the fuck said that? I wonder who it was. My
Ty
question
said that one of
was-
his questions was asked.
Oh, I don't know if we can say it.
Well, was one of your questions asked?
Yes, it was.
Ty said one of his questions was asked. Yours one of the questions was asked.
Yeah.
Beth said hers wasn't.
Mine wasn't.
Yours wasn't.
Yeah.
So I'm like trying to think like who do you think would ask?
That
Like who do you
one
think would
was-
ask like who like oh people say that you have like a tyke like do you know what I mean? Like who like people say that having close relationship with people that put a target on your back.
I know. I'm like, so
Like,
that's so stupid.
Do you think that would be a tie question? Do you think the top two, final two
I
question would be a
actually
tie
have
question?
no idea.
Or like
I want to know what Kyle asked.
yeah,
My question went to Josh. Josh's question was mine.
of course.
I was like, why the fuck? I literally was like, why the fuck would he do that? Like, I couldn't fathom why he talked about the boy lines when he wasn't a target.
Literally.
Like, well, explain yourself. Like,
That's what didn't make sense to me.
yeah, like, did I miss something?
Because I was like, they literally wanted you in, and then they just like didn't talk to you for a day, and then all of a sudden you were like, we gotta get them out, we gotta get them out, we gotta get them out.
Yeah, that was intense.
And I was like, what?
I know.
Yes, I think that's
Josh
why
is
I'm like,
so tough for me. Like,
Right?
He's so tough for me. Like,
It is.
Josh, like I liked him a lot at first, but now every time like I just like need a second, he's like, hey, and I'm like,
I can tell when he's like, hey girl,
He's
like,
playing.
let's talk, and you're
Just
like,
him lay on my lap. Was it yesterday? Sitting on the couch and he came. He just laid right on my lap, and then like Julie ended up coming. She's like, "Do you need one?"
9% sure.
Yo, I was doing that to
You
Julie
are.
all day today. I was like, "You are good," because I really thought she was.
Because even to me, people are like bringing like, and I was like, yeah, but you never know. Like, what if he was throwing my name out the whole time? Do you know what I mean? Like instead of Julie, people were like, well, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Like that's why I'm like, you literally never know. So for people to be like, you're good, like don't stress. I'm like, look, when I'm safe, then I won't stress. Like when I know, because I'm like, yeah, you never know. Like if he was throwing my name out, people were like, well,
it's actually like scary.
I
Yo,
mean, maybe.
I'm shook right now. So you know how you said she looked at you and said vote for me?
Mm-hmm.
She did that to me too, but I thought she meant like vote for me to stay. And I was like,
Oh.
I looked at her like, duh. Now I'm like, I wish they said
It's because
11
she
to
like
2.
didn't want you to like tarnish your game
Go
by
fuck.
like.
Okay. Yeah, no.
That's how I knew that she knew. She like when she was sitting next to me, she's like, should I just go for it? Like when she said it again, she's like, should I just blow up the game? Should I just go? I was like, honestly, girl, do what you want? Like just do it.
Just do it. She went out good though. Like you
Yeah.
know, she got her bet. She famous.
dragged
She got
Josh.
it. She dragged
He
Josh.
looked like he had seen a ghost sitting there.
Yeah, he
Like,
handled it.
Right.
She wasn't wrong.
Agree.
Like
She
when she
wasn't
was like,
wrong.
you want to like preach about like community and like keeping everyone together, but then you
And
want to
then
go for the same person the next day.
That's really messed up. He could have.
That's why she was like, that's why you're the problem with the community because like that's really what the gays do. Like they tear each other down. Like
Yeah.
that's what they all do.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Like they just tear each like they're very fake to you in person, and then as soon as they like go behind your back, like they talk shit about you the whole time.
Sweet.
So that's why she was like, you're the problem, and I was like, Literally, I was like, girl.
Brayden, no.
And he was like, I'm the problem. And I was like, well, I mean, you did literally cry to her. Cry to multiple people, like,
Quite
I
good.
don't want Julie to go home. She has a story to tell.
Tells
Yeah.
Kyle he'll never win.
And then he used like that, literally, and then he used like that thing about it, like she said when she applied to be on The Bachelor. And he's like, if she wasn't on here, she would have been on The Bachelor anyways.
That's okay. He's like the Paul. Like, have you seen the season with Paul? Like the pawn. Like, everyone wants him gone, but they just keep him as a shield for a bit. It makes it easier for you for a little bit, so you can,
As I said, for you,
like,
fit
for you.
pretty.
Yeah, because you have to
Perfect.
pick
Yeah.
a pawn. Right?
Yeah. I'm just like thinking about next week too. It's like I want to be okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, and that's what you also have to think about is it's like
You will
next
be
week. Because my thing is like, let's say Kiefer does go home, which seems like the plan now, but I mean, everything
Yeah.
changes.
Everything
Literally.
damn well
It's also
changes.
because it's like, so what would you, like, like, let's say Kiefer or like,
On the POV.
yeah, like, would it be like, just get rid of Josh? Or would you be like,
You should go for a big play and get.
would you be like, let's just fuck up
Oh,
Latoya?
no,
Would you be
I
like,
keep
let's just fuck
forgetting
up
you made the
Rohan?
deal. No, you can't do Latoya as much as I want you to.
Would you be like, let's just go with Rohan? Or would you be like, do it Jed? Like,
That sucks. It's not a lot. Like you run out of people. That's the problem with the teams. There's like
so
4
small.
people. Like, yeah.
It is really
Or
hard.
would you be like, I think the safest thing for you that would get the least blood on your hand would be like, because
Random
if
Rohan.
Kiefer stays, then just be like, oh, like whatever, like you were the
My
pawn.
plan worked.
Really, like you were the pawn. And then I would just put a row or something.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I think
I would
it's
just,
too
like-
risky to put up Chad. And potentially, because if he flips it again, which you know he can do,
Yeah.
that way it's like, oh, like, if he does flip it, it's like, sorry, row.
Yeah. I think that's something I would just like. I need to like literally have everyone talk to me.
No, exactly.
Do that. That's a great
I'm
idea.
not talking to people.
Play your
They can
innocent
talk
card.
to me.
Put your picture.
No, like, you don't know.
Do your thing.
No, act dumb.
Like, act
Literally,
dumb.
like, I'm not sure.
Act like you don't like the pot. Like you don't know what to do. It's so
Like, guys, this is so
early.
I'm
pressure.
gonna act like such a fucking dumbass.
Yeah.
They'll be like, does this girl have a brain cell? And I'll be like,
And honestly, that's what I thought would happen to me. And I was like, oh, people think I'm dumb and I can't win competitions. And then I was like, oh, later, like, I'll start pulling it out. But it's the way that, like, honestly, like, when everyone started dropping, I was like, I'm not even really tired. That's why I'm like, how did you guys already drop? Like for the bow, I was like, girl, like, I'm not even, like, that tired yet.
you know, I was like, not the thick kids.
No, literally, I was like, what? No, I was literally like, girl, it's in 5 minutes.
It was literally me. I was sitting with like, I was like anchoring my tummy forward and I had like my butt cut up and I was like,
yeah.
No, why are you me literally holding on to my fucking fat ass? Like,
I know.
like, and I was like, are we good? Like,
the thick kids.
no, literally, I was
That's
like, what?
jokes.
Oh my God.
You one caught.
Because I was like, I'll let Jed take it home. I was like, and if you, I'll just drop.
The way I thought Kyle would win,
The
because
way-
I saw his long ass arms and I was like,
No, Latoya knows too much about Kyle.
I think they have a fucking alarm.
Latoya was like, oh, Kyle's had double shoulder surgery. I'm 99% sure, so I
also-
know he's gonna drop. And I was like,
I also feel like Kyle just like says shit though. like you know how we called him Stu?
yeah.
Fitting.
So
Yeah, I love
funny.
this, and I just like keep pretending like it's
Him
not.
with
and
his
I'm like,
elephant pants.
look
Like,
like, you look like someone else.
because I said I like described. I'm like, oh, but like Stu's the guy who like goes to the party, gets no chicks, and does a magic trick.
Like, hey,
And I was like,
He's
And you're
so
like, what?
funny.
accuracy.
But yeah, no, that's like, I was like, I won't like try hard, but I was like, I'll just do like decent. And then they all drop. That's why I was like,
When I
what?
saw you sitting over there and our whole team was up, like,
When my teammates are, no, you don't understand, like the anger that went like through my
You're
blood.
probably just like, what the?
I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I literally was like, this has to be a joke.
I love it. What up here?
oh my God.
Just reminiscing. You know how it
Talking about that
just
challenge, I
laughing.
literally was like, am I good?
the challenge. Like, you just don't
I
know.
thought you had it for like, you were looking so solid.
I thought he had too. I even tried his thing where he put his hand on his hip.
Yo.
I tried it. I was like, is this helpful?
Because I,
tried
like,
it
I
out.
felt like I needed something to anchor me down because I'm like really like when I go like this, I'm literally like,
Yeah.
And I swear to God, in the last challenge, you had like a stagger stance. You're like,
Yeah, Bray, you were top 3 every challenge.
humiliating.
you missed
Why?
Always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
I don't know. I would have felt way better coming in third.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Low key.
Just annoying.
the 10 grand.
Literally, I'm like, okay.
He went home and he's like, at least I got the 10 grand. Nope.
That's it's like hard.
David,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, why'd you go for the money?
He's like, because it's money.
He's like, I might have not won, and then I wouldn't have $10,000 to
Which
hand.
is
I would have
fair.
lost.
Like, if you're like, honestly, I'm most likely not
going
gonna.
to snatch up some money in here. I'm probably gonna
Why you mean? Well, if you're like, honestly,
It depends
I'm probably
how
not
much.
gonna win next week anyways.
Yeah.
And like, this is 10 G's right here. I'm just saying.
Too.
Everyone's like, ah!
Big deal.
It's like, why would you do that? And they're like, I don't know, why not?
Period. And this challenge was just so weird. I just
It
literally
was
wanted
weird.
to kill myself when it was like 2v5.
Oh my god.
I was like, I
felt so bad.
felt so
That's what
bad
we're
for you
talking
guys because I
about.
was like, guys, it ain't happening. I was like, the first thing I was like, y'all listen, I'm really sorry, but it's not gonna happen.
That's literally
Yeah.
what we
I
were
still
talking
feel,
about.
You know, I still feel okay. Like
Yeah.
next week, I think there won't be teams, and then
You think it's gonna end next week?
Arissa said it to me.
I
you heard
thought I
different-
heard a few.
Yeah.
I heard a few because I literally remember explicitly listening.
Yeah.
Because being like,
Good
I was
on
like,
you.
I need to know exactly what she says. Because if she
Smart.
says a few, that could be 3, 4. If she
I
says
was
a
just-
couple, that's literally only 2.
I was reading her teleprompter. I was reading what she was saying when I was coming in.
And maybe they did change it after.
Yeah.
Because they were like, wait a minute, they're gonna pick up on it, so let's just change it to few.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either. But yeah, no. when it was literally 2v5, I glanced over and I see half their team still standing up. I was like,
True.
huh. And then I was like, that's crazy. Literally, I was like,
I love when you say that.
literally, I was like, wow.
Wow. True.
And then, like I would like hear Latoya like literally like it like bend, and I was like, well, she's gonna fucking drop it. It's gonna hit my thing, and my things are just gonna fall off. And I would be like, well,
Well,
they got me.
Another challenge.
And then like I would like stop and like look over at their team, and I'd be like, please let's see someone like struggling. Everyone's balls are really perfectly together, and I was like,
Yeah, that was like so solid for so fucking long.
I thought that Beth had it because she
I thought Beth was
did
gonna win.
survey.
Yeah,
She
100%.
didn't move.
it was crazy.
She was like a rock, and then it just. I really, yeah.
I was shaking in pain, and
I
then I,
couldn't
went
even
numb,
look at
and
you. I
was like,
couldn't
oh.
even look at you, Austin. I couldn't even look at you.
and yeah, it was also the camera arm for me. I was like, stop telling my fucking face. It's because literally, I don't know if anyone's paying attention, but like I literally almost dropped them like 20 times.
I did
And
see
every
them
time the camera was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
like zoom
Yo,
over.
that camera was so close to you though.
Yes.
It was
alone.
Like, I mean, there's other people.
Literally, I was about to raise my hand and be like, can we move the camera away from me? Like, it's kind of distracting.
Oh my God. Imagine you just look at it.
I debated. I was like, do I? And I was like, I was like, what is
Oh
my
my
fine? I was like, get on my
God.
face.
It's gonna look so good on TV too.
It's gonna look.
I literally
so
said
good.
these last two were like nail biter. Like, what's gonna happen?
What?
Especially you and Ro. Like, you're both like, oh, like it was like it's so intense.
I only had a minute left in me. Like, if he would have held out for another minute and a half, I would have dropped.
Nice.
Like, I swear.
I don't
That's what you
think
don't
you
know.
would
That's what I
have.
was like hoping with this one. That's why I just kept holding on because I was like, honestly, like it just takes one person to literally be like, and then it just goes. So I was like,
Yeah.
if you just like keep holding, like the people must have to drop eventually.
Yeah.
And they started dropping, and I was like,
Yeah, that was just
No, I
just
know.
crazy.
I was scared that I was gonna start spasming because I couldn't feel my arm, and I'm like, fuck. If I like,
that was my thing. Is like I didn't know if my hand was loosening the grip or not because
I
I
couldn't
literally
tell.
couldn't feel my hand.
I couldn't tell.
And I was like, well, I hope I'm holding on. And then I started freaking out, so I like kept like pulling my hand up, and then that's when it was like,
Yeah.
and I was like, well, fuck.
I was really just like,
Because I was like, am I just gonna drop it? Let go?
I know. I thought the same thing. I'm like, honestly, if I let go, I won't even know.
No, same. Like I'll literally think I'm still clenching.
I just know your DRs are gonna be the best. Like
I know.
low key,
That's
I
what I
thought
said.
I was gonna have some lit DRs, but like just
No, I know.
yeah.
I'm so awkward.
Me too. I've been
I
like,
low-key feel awkward though in my
I need to
I'm
step
like,
on my
Do
game.
you?
Mine have
Hello.
been bad. Like, I haven't been me at all.
I did
I don't know
this.
what's going on.
I was
like-
holding on so hard.
Like, I don't get it.
Like
some
that's
of the
literally how I
times.
feel.
I'm
Like when I'm talking,
you know,
I'm
like,
like,
Perry, let's talk about it.
and then when I get out, I'm like, that was a nightmare. And they're like,
me.
they're like coming back in. They're like, could you do that in here? And I'm like, do what?
Oh,
You
come
scared
on.
the shit out of me.
How dare
funny.
you?
Oh,
Bottress.
Jed.
Oh, it's freezing in here.
I'm actually
Frigid.
shivering. I
Dude,
think
I can't get over the fact that you're a TikTok star. Like, that fucking blows my mind.
He like this little like
I
nonchalant.
know. He's like 150, and I'm like, wow. And he's like 1,000. I'm like, what?
He's like million, but
It's because everyone I know is just like way bigger than I am.
I
so.
literally have 7 followers. Like, I'm not the next 7.
know.
Maybe less.
Like just people I know, like
James Charles.
My
No,
little sister
imagine.
Charlie.
Thank you.
imagine.
Thank you.
Oh, God.
You're gonna have a lot more TikTok followers.
And like transfer my stuff
Good night.
over.
Okay,
tonight.
I'll come watch.
Literally, I was like so happy with these little treats because I've been craving chocolate and gummies forever.
I won't eat too much because my face will,
Break out.
and my face is already
Mine's been so bad.
so bad.
Literally the worst.
I just think it's like, I don't know what it is, but it sucks.
I know. And I have like dry patches all over my face.
Yeah,
I'm like,
me
this
too.
is good. Like I've never had this, but nice.
Well, then your skin, you'll get new skin, right?
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay,
No problem.
I'll just take 2 more.
My bum. It's literally my bum is hurting.
My hamstring.
I think it's because of Jed.
It is. It's literally why.
Jesus. I see how it sounds. My one circuit. Go on. Oh. Hello, everyone.
It's like I know it's not really that big of a deal, but like the smallest hurdles it's sometimes in life are just like
We're literally all gonna be so, like we're gonna do so much like crazy endurance and then be like the laziest humans alive. Like,
yeah, I can't see how these live feeds are entertaining. Because it's just us being like, oh, this chair.
they're entertaining if you like get the secret combos.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Come and say goodnight.
I'm like, oh, maybe I should spice it up, you know?
Good night, my man. Good night, defenders.
Good night.
Good night. Sleep tight.
She's gone, you know,
Yeah.
like for like personal wise.
Yeah,
But I'm just like, it is what, like it's a game. It is what it is.
yeah, I know.
You know?
Yeah, it's a game. It literally is what is it is.
Mm-hmm. You know what it is? That's why I was like, it's like whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah. How do you feel surviving? Were you relieved when you like? Did you know like when it was like 11 to 1, 12 to 1? Like were you like, oh, I'm good, or 12 to 11 to 2, whatever it was?
I didn't feel like 100% good.
Like were you like, oh, I'm good?
But like, no one was saying anything, but I was getting like, you know, some like,
You're like,
yeah. But even then, some people still weren't like looking me in the eyes and stuff. So
and
it
you
was
were like,
well, okay.
oh, I said like if you were like in my mind, you're like, if it's super close, then I might be going, but if it's not,
No.
I'm sitting pretty.
Later, baby. I'm gonna pull a name. If anyone is still in the bathroom when they're and the wash is done, throw the towels in the dryer
Always. It's the plan.
because we went them.
Every time I usually
Leave
try to
one
do
or
it,
two
at
out,
least
or-
like once a day.
I'll leave one out. Okay. Yeah, so there's nothing out, right?
I don't think.
I am putting zip patches on tonight. For sure.
The stress. The stress, caused me to break out.
Just the air here doesn't. Or maybe the stress. That actually makes more sense.
I think it's a mixture of all of it.
Yeah.
All right, so someone can switch this?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I will.
Me, I'm like, if I'm in here, I will do it.
Yeah, if I'm in here, I will definitely switch it. I'll tell her. Someone will go to the bathroom.
Huh?
I said someone will go to the bathroom that night.
No.
Okay, it's on towels. Then hopefully someone switches it in an hour.
Every every time I look at you now, Josh, all I can think about is how I'm hooking up with my best friend. Like, I don't know how I didn't think about this yet, especially because she told me to. Are you like single?
Single, ready to mingle, baby.
Love that.
Yeah.
The way I described him so far is that it's like, I don't know. I don't like when people think like that all gay people are gonna get along. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, no.
I have a gay, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like you guys
I
be
know.
perfect
I've literally
together.
had friends, like, one of my
That's
friends message me being like, this person's perfect for you. I'm like, are they really?
I know, we're two ways.
Yeah, you can
You
have
guys
these
can fight
rules.
over him. Or you can fight over you guys.
What's your kind of guy, Brayden?
I don't know if I literally have a type.
Have
like,
you had a boyfriend before?
No, never.
Really?
Yeah, I've never been in a relationship, never had a
Did
boyfriend.
you have Grindr?
Yeah.
Oh, who hasn't had Grindr?
Like, one of those lips, that ass.
Right?
Like, you know what
Dragged.
I'll be up before I'll
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's also just like I said, like in Calgary, like
Oh, yeah.
no one's really like into that. Like they want like Kyle's to be but like the gay version. But like they want him to look, act just like Kyle. You know?
I mean, yeah.
You know?
Some issues in the gay community.
Very that.
Yeah, my best friend tells me some crazy stuff. His biggest thing, his biggest pet peeve is when on Grindr people send him pictures that disappear. He can't stand it.
Don't kill
Are
me.
you a murderer? Why do you do that? And it makes sense. 'cause,
I didn't
like,
even know that was a thing.
Yeah,
You have
the
to
picture
pay.
can
It's like
disappear.
Grindr Premium.
Oh. I don't,
Because I've also gotten photos and I'm like, why do they disappear? And they're like, you can do this too if you purchase for. And I was like, yeah, anyways.
oh. Yeah, I don't really use it that often because I feel like it's more
I haven't
just
used it
for
in months,
hooking up.
maybe over a year.
Really? I got like, there was periods of time during like lockdown that I just like kind of needed attention.
Calgary, you can get like a 2-bedroom, like higher floor, like apartment, like downtown for maybe like $1,500 a month.
Yeah.
And I know that literally like Vancouver, Toronto, like anywhere else, it's literally like $2,500 for a studio.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's very true. Oh, yeah, get in there.
So it's just like, what do I want to do?
I know.
I don't know. Have you always lived in Vancouver?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love it in Vancouver. It's just like,
Always loved to visit.
I don't see a reason to leave, to be completely honest. Like
And I would tell you
I'm
to
just-
stay. And I would tell you to stay. I'm like, don't do it. Don't give it up.
It's just like, I don't know, it's just pretty queer friendly and just like, once you kind of get used to like having the mountains and the ocean and just like,
Yeah.
like I like Toronto, don't get me wrong,
Is it just too like busy?
but
like
it's very fast moving.
hustle bustle.
And like, just not being in that for 30 years of life, now I'm just like, I can't even imagine walking this fast. This is like, what the hell?
That's fair. It is like what I hear is like mini New York.
Yeah, that being said, I love New York.
Same.
Yeah, it's like one of my fave cities.
But I never know like if like New York's like one of those places where it's like it's just great to visit. But I don't know if I'd ever want to like actually like live there.
I think it would depend on like what career path you're taking
That's true.
too. Because like there's a lot of cool like creative people in New York and like if you're in,
100%.
like, fashion or something, like it's a great place to be, like
Agree.
fashion weeks and like
Yeah, there's definitely like a lot of
arts.
opportunities and stuff.
Yeah. There's some decent opportunities in Vancouver, but nowhere near as much as like Toronto.
Of course.
But
That's like what I always hear. It's like if you want to like do anything or like be anything, it's like always go to Vancouver, Toronto.
yeah. Yeah, there's at least a gay scene, which is like nice.
True.
Yeah, you'll have to come out after this is all done. And
Oh,
like
yeah, say
everything's
less.
open. And, like,
I will be there. I
take
will
you out,
be there.
show you around town.
Love to see it.
Okay, okay.
Me, I'm like, well, I'll hold you to it.
Yeah.
Me, I'm like, I'm here. Where
Yeah.
are you?
Um,
You're like,
like-
I'm actually filming off the grid. So this isn't, I'm actually gone.
I know. Oh, God, I can't believe. Yeah, it's literally my lie. Oh, God.
Like, it's so, the life people are getting to me, man.
I'm like,
It's just us. Like, it doesn't matter if there's, it's never just us. Because
Period.
He comes out naked, like,
It's honestly so nice to cough and not be like, oh, like they're gonna think I'm ill. I mean, just be like, it's so dry in here.
it actually is good. My poor lips.
The best part.
Your lips, that's like a feature for you.
Me always having to have them moisturized because I'm like, this is so humiliating. I always put body wash in there.
I did.
I'm like, that was some big braining because I wouldn't have. Did I just touch?
I don't know. I honestly just use anyone that's like lying around. I'm not sure if that's gross.
Me? I'm like, well, I hope you don't care.
Right? I'm like already like just attached to mine.
Yeah, I'm getting it. It's kind of like a special.
Yeah.
It's okay. I just wanted to get under here.
I realized, I was like, why did you just use the other sink?
No, because like, all my stuff is under
And
here.
then I was like, oh, because her thing's here.
Yeah.
My
All
bad, my
good,
bad.
All good, all good.
I realized very much so after the fact. How are you feeling about our comp? Are you looking annoyed? I just feel annoyed.
It just sucks to lose twice, right?
That's how I feel, and I'm like, we're always so close.
So close.
You mean, because, like, listen, when I knew it was us 2 versus 5, I was like, we're fucked. I was just like, girl, we're fucked.
Yo, when I looked over there and I saw so many people standing,
Me, I
I
was
was
like-
just like,
No, me and before we're like, we got this, you guys. We all got, like, none of us are
I was like,
dropping.
no way.
But me, I was like, we're fucked. Like, literally.
And like when I saw the competition, I was just like, oh my god, I don't know what
no, I
to
was
do.
like, I don't do what. I
don't
told
do-
you, I was like,
I-
my handshake, like,
yeah.
it's not gonna be good for me.
But then Jed said he was good with arrows, so now I was just like, okay, clutch.
Me, literally me. I was
Because,
like, oh, we got it.
like, but like. At first when I saw the arrow, I thought it was going to be something with shooting.
That's what I was
so
thinking. I was
that's when
like-
I was just like, okay. But when I saw that it was just balancing, I was just like, okay, I got this.
You're like, I can actually do this.
I can do this. I got
I'm
this.
really glad you were like, I literally, that's why I was like, guys, my hands shake. I'm gonna be fucked.
But you,
It's because I found that, like,
I thought you were unmoved. I literally looked at you because remember, I'm behind you, so I
Yeah.
could like see down at you. And I'm like, he has this. I'm like, if I drop, we're good.
don't kill me. That's what I thought with you. I was like, listen, we're good. Because I kept hearing your thing move, and people would be like, oh, that's right, Latoya, you get it. And I was like, oh, she's
I think
solid.
that's the time where literally my ball tipped to the front.
Stop. It didn't. Stop.
It tipped to the, like, I think it was like 2 balls that tipped to the front, and then I literally had to like bring it back, and I managed to bring all 4 back to the
Stop.
center.
No. What I found is that, like, if you, like, pulled it in, like, it kind of, like, wedged itself in between both of the things.
Yeah.
So it didn't shake as much.
Right.
So I was like, if I just hold it in,
Yeah.
then, like, I'll be okay for a minute. But literally, my hands started getting numb, and I couldn't tell if I was pulling in anymore.
Right.
And then I was
you
like,
literally you stop losing feeling in your
no, I
hands.
couldn't feel my hand. And then I was like, I don't know if I'm holding on anymore. And I was like, I think my fingers will just let go. I literally thought my fingers would just be like, and I'd be like,
Honestly,
oh, done.
For me, it was the cold. If it hadn't gotten cold, I feel like I would have been
Really?
fine.
That-
Yeah. The way I was cold and I was like shivering, I just don't do well with cold. Like, it's taken me hours just to warm up.
You did say you like a hot room.
Yeah.
You like to be warm.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
But I was so cold.
It was
And my
too
feet,
thin.
I don't know if how your feet were, but I couldn't feel
Oh,
like.
I couldn't feel my back foot. All my weight was on my back foot. Couldn't feel it. Couldn't feel my back foot. Couldn't feel my arm. When I started the podium, I was literally like, because I was like, I can't feel my foot.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
I was vibing because I was like, oh, Beth's down. Oh, so it's just me,
Listen,
Latoya,
when
and
they
Austin.
when they started dropping, I was like, yeah.
No, okay, why you mean? When all of us, when they all started dropping our team, I was like, fuck, okay. I was like, let me look at the other team.
Because-
and all of their balls, literally perfect. And I was like, what do we
Because
do?
you know what I think would have been even more embarrassing was if they won with like I think it would have been embarrassing
If they were like, who guys wants HOH?
if like no, if we had dropped and then
Yeah, it was
they
all
were
that.
bad. Yeah.
And they're like, which one of you guys want it?
Yeah.
Like, doesn't matter to me.
How embarrassing would that have been? I don't know.
Oh, that's all I was thinking about the whole time.
I was thinking about that too. Oh, there's my thing. I was wondering. I'm like, where's my wipes?
Yeah, it was just annoying.
But yeah, that was interesting. It was a lot of fun
We really
though.
held out.
Listen,
And then I was like stressed.
I was not gonna drop it. Like, had I not been so cold, and my like, so I was so cold, but I was just like, okay, Toya, like you're fine.
Yeah.
But like my feet were like really, really uncomfortable and really numb. So I was just like, you gotta move your feet. So like I was like slowly
Yeah, me trying to, like, get more
and in
feeling.
doing that, I was just like,
You shift your body too much. And
I
then it's
shifted
literally
too
like,
much.
and then as soon as they start splitting, that's when
That's
you're like,
it.
because I can't pull up because the bottom
Yeah.
isn't. Yeah.
I was just like, you know what? I should have just
like literally just.
I should have just left it and not even tried to move my feet. But
But like the time between the third and the fourth ball, I was like, are they ever gonna call the buzzer? Like I was like, we
I was
have
like-
one more to add. Did you forget?
I was like, we need a horn right now.
no, literally every time I'd be like, okay, and then like it just wouldn't go off, and I was like, fuck. And mine like kept spreading apart on the third one, and I was like,
Not just that, like when the last horn went for the fourth ball, initially putting that fourth ball on, it was kind of hard for me to
balance.
like get it balanced.
Keep them all together, yeah.
To keep them all together at first.
That was the first one. Like I put it on and it literally rolled forward, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It was fun though.
How did you think it was? This little arrow thing.
Well, I fucking suck.
Shut
You
up.
just saw my goddamn
sorry.
face after I dropped.
Were you annoyed? Like, were
I
you
wanted to
you were
freak
mad,
out,
eh?
but I was just
really?
like, well, like, yeah. Like,
It's okay.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I
Honestly.
cannot believe you guys could get like, because my two balls, I was done on two. It's like when they,
My two balls.
you guys wouldn't get the struggle. But when they went opposite ways, I was trying so hard to get them back. It just seemed like whatever I did. And then you guys would have four going all ways, and you'd somehow get them back. And I was like, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening.
I don't
either.
even know. Did you had 4 too, right?
Yeah. I honestly thought I was gonna drop the one.
Yeah. What was the strat to get all four of those back?
I
You
don't know,
both-
like you just like had to
All
like
three of you did it.
you just like had to like just like jimmy with it a bit, and then like they would just like slowly like go like boom, 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 boom.
Richard.
Well, you're gonna get colder in your room.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
At OLG, we know there are many feelings that come with playing. Now, there's a pay it forward feeling. Because when you buy Instant Plinko, OLG will give profits back to local retailers. When you play, local wins.
Sesh. That's Sam.
But it was like, hello. Which one do you think was harder? I think the bucket was harder than this.
I was eating Hershey. I was waiting for you. I was eating Hershey little circles. And
I don't know.
came.
This one
I was like, do you want some? You're like, yeah, yeah.
like
And I was
idea
like,
what
what
my
cup?
limit was.
I think this one was harder because it just took so much like you couldn't
That's why I was literally
take your
waiting. I was
mind out
like,
of it
what
for a
is she?
second.
Me, I'm like,
Where the bucket one, you could just kind of lean back.
no,
and, like,
literally me going,
think about whatever.
I don't know. I think the
What's
bucket
that?
was harder.
unzipping his
With the
pants.
bucket,
going,
I knew when I was
pulling
going
the zipper down,
oh,
literally.
this is
Time.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
With
undoing
this
the
one, I was
button.
like,
Yeah.
who knows? I couldn't feel. I'm
Yeah.
like, this post my hand gets out.
Yeah.
Like, who knows?
Me just
Yeah, like
pulling
when
out,
you let go of the bucket, you physically had no more in you to give.
Like, I was at my
I'm
edge.
like,
We're not. I had so much.
No, I was
in
waiting. I was like,
on this
I was
one.
like, where's that?
Sorry?
I had so much in the tank.
I was like,
left on
Dr.
this
Pine. I
one,
was
and
like, no, I
just
probably just want to
fuck.
come.
I dropped.
For this, cling, cling.
Over the.
Yeah, it was hard.
Oh, I know you'd. I know
cat.
you'd want to come for the cling cling.
You killed
I'd be
it.
calling you. I'd be like, one
You
second.
were
Hold
no,
the thought.
you just cling louder.
Oh, yours like.
I'm coming to listen to your tunes with you tomorrow.
Sounds
Literally
like
like,
plan. Oh my
Like,
god.
weird.
I gotta go.
You're like, I'm in college.
Today felt like it went by
Was
so
it
fast.
diary
And
room?
we
I'm
said,
like,
good night.
You're like, no, no, no,
guys.
no,
I
no,
wasn't
no.
anticipating
Oh,
it at
it's
all.
fine.
Yeah, we just.
It's just this one thing.
Sat around forever.
It's just a small thing. It's actually quite a large thing.
It'll be a small. Don't worry. I'm fine. I'm fine. 100%.
100%. Okay. You showering, Lovey?
No, I don't think. I'm gonna do it tomorrow morning.
Fine, please.
I'm just.
Oh, is it poopy in there?
I don't know. I haven't been in there.
That's okay.
I wanted to use the razors and cut my hair.
Do it.
Not now.
My hair's getting kind of gross too.
I'll have to wait till next week. I just keep looking like more and more disheveled. Each week, they're like, is he okay? Someone should cut his hair.
They asked the therapist. Okay.
They're like, can someone just check in on him?
Yeah.
My mom calls.
Yeah.
She's like, can you just double check he's doing okay? Well, yeah, I just want my haircut. That was my biggest, when they were like, what are you worried about most? And I was like, cutting my hair.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, I was like, being able to cut my hair.
Mine's getting kind of fucking disgusting too.
Because at least like with like girls, like when it goes long, or like with yours, like it still will like keep its like style just get long.
Yeah.
Versus like mine, like it, because it's faded, I'm like, this will be so much longer than the rest of my fucking head.
Yeah.
That it's like, it's not even like all this growing like an equal sized fro. It's like, no, it'll look like broccoli the whole time.
Stop.
You should just keep it going.
Can you imagine?
See
Like,
what happens.
I just like start cornrowing my hair. I have braids. I look like I'm living on Survivor.
Yeah,
They're
we
like,
are in
okay.
Survivor, man. It's a twist.
Feels like it.
Huh?
Feels like it.
I would love Survivor.
Would you?
Can't
I'd be-
apply.
That'd be the worst.
Look at me though, I'd be terrible. They're like, Kyle, do something. I'd be like, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know how to cook.
That's what I think about when they're like, I caught a chicken, I killed it,
Uh-huh.
I skinned it, plucked it, and I was like,
Like, people are out spearing fishes.
literally
I would
diving.
eat a poisonous berry. I'd be like,
Yeah.
No, I would just be sitting at camp like crying about how like our shelter is like too wet.
Yeah, people would ask me to chop wood, man. I'd take my foot off.
No, same.
Like,
100%.
I'm useless in survival.
Like when
Yeah.
we eat like the
Sorry.
raw like clams and stuff, I couldn't do it.
I think we'd all be good in like those comps though. Like, but
Those ones are so hard though.
I think I'd be
Like they put your body
tremendous.
through it.
yeah, they're more.
What kills me is how thin they all get. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm so tired.
You just leave it on, or do you like?
Yeah, just leave it on. Yeah, you can rub it in or leave it on.
Roll, roll, roll your boat. That's my mom. My mom is this move.
Yeah.
Bobby Joe.
Bobby Joe.
All right, guys, good night.
Joseph?
Who's willing to lay on the ground so we can show them? Yeah?
No.
Lay on the ground. Like flat on the ground. No, on your back.
You're on your back.
This is my mom's move. Like if we were misbehaving as kids. She's like, do you want me to throw your boat? And we're like, no. Actually,
Yeah,
it was so terrifying. And then it's like, we were kept being bad. She'd catch us. Put your arms out. And then you put your knees like this.
Stop! That's what you do to you. Roll your boat. Stop! I'm 15.
I'm 7.
Enough.
Oh, I'm 25.
Your friend's over and she's like, get on the floor, Beth. You're gonna roll your boat.
Wait, what? Those are your shots.
She rode my boat like last year.
Oh,
Shut up.
well, are they,
So
When your
bad.
parents ever used to like you, like when your friends come over and they're like, why are you acting, all special now? Your friends are here.
these are the comps.
Hated that. I was like, stop it,
I'm
mom.
gonna be like really embarrassing. I'm not doing anything.
But I am acting weird. Just let it happen.
All of a sudden your friends are here and you want to act all cool, all different.
And you're like, and all your friends are like,
Literally saying like,
and you're like, what?
you're like, fuck.
I'm never inviting them over again.
Let me just like, they all think you're a psycho.
And then they leave and she's like, clean up after your sleepover.
Literally.
I was like, sorry. Gosh, why are you so grumpy? I can't believe you just got your boat rowed.
I can't believe that either. I'll never forget.
Well, you won't. Next time you're misbehaving, you
Get on the floor. I'm gonna
Do you
roll
want me to
your
row your
boat.
boat?
They're gonna make it a challenge now.
I can't believe there was an eviction today. Like, I feel like
What happened? Oh gosh.
It's right there.
Thank you.
Oh, oh my.
What? Still wet?
Are the towels done? I've been low-key waiting to switch them in, but if it ain't done, it is what it is. What are you looking for?
I was looking for like my pick. I left it somewhere, but I don't know.
It's one of my bag. The blue bag.
Yeah, that one.
This one?
Yes. I was sleeping.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
With the lights on?
Yeah, I fell asleep. I can't believe
It was
it.
a day.
Literally the longest day, it feels like.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
I'm like, my God.
No,
Like when they were like, remember when they said like 2-hour warning?
That was literally 4 hours. Why you mean?
That's crazy.
That's gonna be a hashtag. It's gonna have to be.
What do you want?
That's crazy.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yo, what's our song gonna be?
A song?
Like our song for the season.
I don't know. We gotta think of something.
Yeah. It's like, what could we do?
We gotta think of something good.
I think we will.
It's gotta come naturally.
Yeah. Can't
Force that shit.
Can't force it. Don't force it, Ro.
I won't force shit.
You know what happens when it forces.
What happens?
Bad things. Or how would you guys say it? Bad things.
You say bad things?
I don't know.
Who says bad things? Nah, bad things means something else.
Put on your microphone.
Bad things means like you're going out, there's gonna be a lot of bad things.
Yeah. Like things usually doesn't always mean like things. Like things like girls.
Oh.
Yeah, like you're a pretty little thing.
I'm learning. I'm learning.
Yeah, very that.
I'm
Yeah.
so tired.
You go back to Haidai with these words, and no one's gonna know what you're saying.
I probably won't. I guys.
I'll bring them. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yo, great.
Oh, there's some
Shut
bad
up.
things there. Haidai is a beautiful place with beautiful people. Like per capita, it's nutty.
I believe you.
I believe you. Don't go tell me, Toy.
I'm gonna be there.
You'd have a good time as a single man.
What you say?
I said you'd have a good time there as a single man. I really.
We gotta do that basketball tournament, I'm telling
Hell
you.
yeah. Yo, my town would go crazy.
What?
If you guys came and balled out up there.
That'd be sick. I'm with it.
With it.
Like after seeing you dunk it, we'd probably just steamroll the competition. Well, I don't know. It'd be pretty tight depending on who showed up.
Depends if the high flyers are there.
Yo, you said two funny things that day.
Yeah, that was really
Oh
funny.
my God, the other.
Well, my most embarrassing story? Was that day too?
No,
Was it that day?
I don't
it
know.
wasn't the same day.
Oh,
If I went getting questioned on
Maybe
that.
it was, but man, all the days.
That story's funny too. One of the funniest stories I ever heard.
The pants one?
And how ready you were to tell it? One of the funniest stories I've ever heard.
Usually
in my
someone
life.
takes like at least a couple minutes to think of like the most embarrassing.
Nah,
The
man.
most embarrassing thing that's ever happened in their whole life.
That was like hella fucked up.
Were you in there, Bray?
No, but I heard.
Oh my God.
Oh, you heard?
Yeah. Word travels fast in this house.
It's that funny though. You would have to hear.
Yeah.
It's just you just like dealing with it. Taking it. So you're like, well.
Good for you.
I tucked. I think I left that out of the story. Like I tucked really quick.
I don't think I laughed. That might be the funniest thing I heard since the beginning.
Yo, you were on the ground. I was like, for real time?
It was that funny to because I pictured it. Like, you know
Yo,
what I'm
I
saying?
did that,
That
yeah.
was really funny.
Yeah.
Like I didn't see
Fuck.
that coming. I did not see that coming
Wow, it's like,
at the end there.
well, the live feeds weren't on, so we ain't gonna go too far into it.
Oh, we do have a spray bottle. Whose is that?
What?
Oh.
Remember you said that he had was just conditioner in it.
Oh.
It says
Well,
water.
I'm gonna go lay
water
back down. The lights were
conditioner.
dimming.
It's pretty much done.
Oh, so it's pitch black.
Maybe.
Did we not?
Walk a little. That's why it's like so crazy too. It's like that
people were like, oh, she exposed your alliance. I'm like, what? Like, which one? Like, she's like, oh, your alliance with, like, Brayden.
Oh, the made up one?
Yeah. I'm like, the one that didn't exist?
Didn't it kind of make you feel better then? Like, it's like, that's
Oh,
a
no, I
dangerous
know.
player.
Literally, like, I think morally I felt it, but game-wise I was, like, kind of relieved. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because also, like, I didn't hang out with her other than on the first day. And then I was kind of by myself.
Brayden did the same thing.
Yeah. Like, we weren't with her. She was with Vic. Or she was, like, trying to, like, talk to other people because she's very, like, game. So I was, like, I was with her, like, once. But I think it was because, like, the whole makeup thing and, like, whatever.
Yes.
And
It was
I
just
thought
like
she
an
was very,
actual
like,
friendship.
She would, like, come back and be like, hey, Sissy. And I'm like, oh, God. Like, everyone's going to be like, ah. You know what I mean?
This is, like, our best case scenario, dude. Like, I'm so fucking happy for you.
I kind of, like, would prefer, just, like, thinking now if, like, Kiefer won.
The thing with Josh is, like, it's like a collective group thing that, like,
I know.
if any of us see us talking with him, no one gives a shit because he's kind of useless now. No one shares information with him. No one believes anything he says. Like, if you were to make up a lie and be like,
Around, I feel like he's like a wild card player who's like a fan of the show who would be like, let's do something crazy this week, and everyone's like thrown off.
oh, and everyone would be like, where did that come from?
Yeah.
And why?
Yeah. Like
And he knows the show.
and he's tight with the guys. Like, I've never spoken to him more than today. He's in my room twice, and I'm like,
He's in your room twice?
Yes.
He's freaking out.
Yeah. And I'm like, I just don't know if the guys
It's
will
too
go for
early.
it. I know.
For people to like, be campaigning and shit. Like,
I'm like, can we have a good day? Like, can I talk? Like, I'm not gonna say shit. I'm just gonna let people come to me, and I'm gonna sit back and just act clueless. I want as much info as I can fucking get. Like,
100%.
I'm not gonna be up in people's faces and be like, oh my god, like, yeah, totally, you're so safe.
I know. It's actually crazy to me how clueless people are about me and you too.
Literally.
I fucking love it. Okay, yeah, we'll keep talking, but I'll tell you everything all week, you know that.
Yeah, literally. What do you think about, like, what Brayden should do in terms of, like, talking to people? Like, do you think,
Like, who he should get tight with?
Like, cause, like, how do Jen and Ty feel about Brayden? Because I know they, like, didn't like Julie, which
It was
understandable.
literally just Julie too.
I know, because
It was just Julie.
I want Brayden to be okay.
I know, me and Brayden had a chat up here, and I'm like, dude, you need to get closer to other people. You have to. And it's like, he's close, but, like, I don't know if he knows how to talk game.
Yeah.
So, that's why I want him to be involved with something with me and you, where it's like, we can just get him in on it. Because he's good at comms.
I literally said, I'm like, everyone is, like, looking at, like, Jed, or, like, I was looking at, like, Jed, Kyle, or Ty, and then...
In today's?
Yeah.
Instantly gone.
Literally.
Instant.
Literally.
Your brain's, like, made it, yeah.
What do I mean?
I don't know.
I mean,
We do need
thinking
to
long
start
term
something.
for us, it's like we need to be, you know, covered from more angles than one. And if it comes down to people and social, they're gonna look at Jed and Ty.
Which is gonna bite us in the ass down the road.
Yeah.
Like, they'll take us far, and I know that.
Jed and Ty.
Okay, but, like, it kind of sketched me out. Like, Jed, like, came up to me in the pantry and was like, I'm, like, a little nervous. And I was like, why? And he's like, you never know what happened. And I was like, I feel like they haven't really been talking about the four. Like, do they even think?
That's what I think. I'm like, okay, so, like, the 6 is gone, obviously. And I'm like, I just, like, feel like, I don't know if that trust is established. You know? And it's like, I'm happy to be loyal to these people, but, like, I don't want it to flip on me.
I can't. Like, I won't.
I know.
And, like, me and you are playing good games.
Yeah, I agree.
Every single time I walk in a room with Kyle, I think I told you this, Kyle and Ty.
No.
Super, super sketchy. It's happened 3 times.
Really?
3 times.
I'm thinking it's like, I want to be, like, loyal to Ty and Jed to a point.
But I know they've got other shit going on.
They've got a final 2, 100%.
I was the one who asked the question to Jed, like, who's your final 2? Or the final 2. And that was mine.
That's so funny.
So I'm like, what's going on there, bud?
That's so funny. My question was to Latoya. I told everyone else, I was like, yeah, they didn't use my question.
Oh, that's so good.
You know what my other question was? It was to Kiefer. It never happened, but I was like, who's expendable?
You were fucking think my other one was Julie. I can't remember what it was though.
I literally like, cause I don't want to get too like far and stuck with big huge guys who are gonna wipe the floor.
So we have to have like a secret something else. Like who else is gonna go far? Brayden is going far. I think it's given us to like have a thing.
Yeah, the
together.
faces are good.
I just don't know.
I don't know what Rose like. I actually don't feel as sketchy with Kyle because he's been making it really clear over the past day that he's interested in me.
In you?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Has he been doing it too?
No. But I'm using it.
Because I feel like the boys are like double crossing, and I'm like, me or Beth, or me and Beth.
Because we'll do both.
Because we'll like one on each other. I'm
I
literally
think
dead
I'm
how we're not
wary of
swimming.
Tara, because she's not sketchy. She just, I think, says things without thinking them, and people are getting. She's kind of offended.
I know.
Like without knowing it.
I know.
And I'm not doing that.
I know. And I feel like too, like literally with Julie, she's like, I'm not gonna look at you because I know this is very hard for you. I'm like, I don't want to be clumped into this. Because I'm like, if only you knew where my loyalty was. If only you knew. People are gonna watch us back and be fucking shook. They're gonna be like, what the fuck?
No clue. I'm not gonna spend much time in here.
No, I know.
I should go.
Okay.
It's also late. No one really knows. I'm just gonna pretend I was using your makeup.
Oh yeah. Should I need to go to the bathroom? It's full. I need to go to the bathroom. It's full.
I'll be here whipping. Yeah, but that is something we need to consider. Like, we need other people.
Yeah.
Especially just in case Jen and Ty one day are like, fuck off.
Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, we flip it now.
Like, I do want to look at all angles. Like, who's gonna screw us over? Or one of us, because hopefully nobody ever finds out we're together.
Yeah. Because like I would literally be so pissed. Yes. Yoo-hoo.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were sleeping.
No. No, they dimmed. We were trying to like take off our makeup and all the lights went off.
I know, then we started talking, it was cool. You can come in.
You can come in, yeah.
Isn't it sick? They were, like, it was.
Cool though.
Yeah.
It was just the little icicle lights.
Oh, the bathroom light goes on, that's why.
Yeah.
Do you think it stays on?
I don't know. It'd be kind of nice because like
'Cause
I don't
then
want to be
it's not
pitch black by
pitch.
myself. I literally said, I'm like, I'm scared of the dark. I feel like I'm in a
And
lair.
it's like big and cold.
I know. My fear is icebergs. Oh, here.
I honestly just came in here and I was like, hey, we need to talk about the keep thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How'd you feel with that?
I was just like really like weirded out that he was immediately like, oh yeah, going up. Like I heard about that like right away.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
I
And then,
didn't know. I didn't hear you say that at the end when we were all hugging.
oh yeah. Well, like I was when we were all hugging and like people were like jumping all over me and stuff. It just like came out of my mouth. I'm like, LOL, Kiefer roasting me. I
Yeah.
was like, because I was like actually really pissed about that. I'm like,
Well,
they
so
look
was
like,
I.
I'm like,
Oh, sure.
what? Ooh la la.
No. I honestly came to use a makeup wipe. I'll come right now.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, guys. He's gotta like support both sides.
Yeah. And I'm like, you realize I could win this.
Exactly.
And we're not on the same team. Like you do realize.
Yeah.
And like Kiefer's never talked to me. I don't know if he loves me, but like after I was looking at him more than today.
Yeah.
After all that, I'm like, what is this move?
You've never spoken to him more?
Yeah.
You spoke to him after?
No, like I like on other days he's never come to talk to me. He
Yeah.
never like sits with me. Like he kind of just like, oh, like whatever. And then today, like he's in my room
Oh,
like
really?
2 times, and I'm like, hey man, like
Why are you sweating now?
suddenly we're besties.
So what would you think you'd talk to? Like you just won, so it's weird to talk about, but
I know.
like you think that you'd throw him up there?
I don't know. Like I need to talk to everyone. Like I want everyone to like come and let me know how they're feeling.
That's fine.
Cause like I feel like I don't know, it's fresh and like I don't.
Super fresh.
What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, like my initial reaction was like, I don't know how you're going with anybody, but like, to me, like it'd be easier ones if Kiefer stepped on toes, and then that'd be whatever, and then Josh. But I don't know what's gonna happen over the next week, or like, I don't even know what noms are.
Me neither.
You say it in like a day or two.
Me neither.
You know?
Me neither. I mean, I'm obviously good with you.
Yeah, I know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Well, I don't know. It's always, you always sweat in this situation, you know?
I don't sweat. I mean, we have the 4 of us.
Exactly.
Had the 6 of us.
So,
So, like, we've been in things, so I feel like it's, like, that wasn't, like, a consideration that crossed my mind. So I wouldn't be, like, sweating. Well, even when I was up there and I had no idea how I would do, I was like, I hope, like, if someone from the other team wins, I hope it's, like, Jed or Brayden.
Oh,
I was nervous about being, like, first HOH. Like, it crossed my mind, but I'm like, I have my team who has to be, like, happy with it. Like, I have you. Like, I have Brayden. So I'm like, going forward, I think I should be fine.
Yeah, I wouldn't really, like
coming weeks.
Yeah, I wouldn't, like, I wouldn't worry about, like, getting blood on my hands or anything like that. Yeah, like, at the end of the day, like, this is your HOH, but it's also, like, a team decision.
Yeah.
So it can't all fall on you.
Yeah.
Right? And, like, everyone has to vote the same way anyway.
Yeah.
And, like, especially because this week is a duo and everything. So people have opportunities to save themselves, so it's not just, like, whereas last week was, like, a cut and dry kind of
I know.
thing, right?
Oh my god, I just hope, like, with Vito, whatever I put up just stays fucking the same, or I'm gonna be like, fuck.
That's the only thing.
Like, what do I do?
That would be the tough one.
Have no one to choose from.
That would be really hard. Yeah, that would be that's not how you
I'd be like, fuck.
But yeah, that would be like the worst case scenario.
Literally.
Is if like
I'd be cheesed.
someone wanted to judo and took themselves down.
No. Yeah.
But I think like.
I think that's what everyone might say.
Yeah.
The whole like, obviously Josh.
But you just have reasons.
I know.
Right now, unless something happens. Like, where like something, I don't know, like another meltdown or something like that. Like someone says your name or something. You find out some information. Which are probably just like the options.
I'm really actually shook that like Julie said like this stuff and it wasn't even accurate.
Yeah.
Me?
With you.
Me, Julie, Brayden, and Vic. Is that what it was?
She told that.
That literally isn't an alliance that ever happened. I was like, LOL.
I was so confused.
I'm like, when I'm with Beth, Ty, and Jet.
Yeah.
I honestly, like, I swear on everything, I wasn't in that.
I never thought you were, and like everyone, because everyone was like, when we were counting numbers, when like the real flip was happening, people were saying like, okay, so like Julie will have Brayden, Vic, and Austin's vote, and I was like, I don't think she has Austin's vote.
No.
Because we had that talk, right?
That's the thing that was so fucked. I was like, I hung out with her for like the first like night, and then we do our makeups together, and then we never talk until like the evening.
Yeah.
Like, literally haven't been around her, and I'm like, how am I in this?
Yeah.
Like.
That's what I told everybody, like, because we chatted in the room, and like you kind of just said it was like a more of like a friendship, like service level.
Because the thing is, I didn't trust her in the game because I'm like, I always felt like I was kind of like the odd man out in that group, and I'm like, I feel like I'd be like the one that she like flips on, makes a big game move, and I'm like, I don't want to have that happen to me, like, and I can't see it coming, and she's like, just wants to like make a big move, I'm like,
and
fuck
she's
that.
unpredictable. She was so unpredictable.
Literally.
I was like, and then we were all saying today, like who knows what would have happened if she was in the column today, and like, I don't know, like if she like won, and like who knows, you know, like I feel like she would just stir the pot.
I know.
So.
And that's what I don't want. Like, I don't want to be like thrown off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you definitely just chill out, take your time, make your decisions, and then whatever you want to do, like you literally have all the numbers. So whatever you want to do, we'll do.
Crazy. That's like such a crazy thing to like think about. Like, what the heck?
It's pretty cool. It's a cool situation to be in, though.
Yeah.
So like, just like think about your own game and like what's good going forward for you, like what's gonna look good for you. And that's about it.
I'm fucking insecure and need time.
I'm always scared now. Like I'm like, fuck, I don't know what people are thinking at any time. So
I think
even today, I was like nervous as hell.
Yeah.
I was just like, what if people are just like low key being like, yo, let's get you.
Could you imagine?
I've been like, wow, you guys are all really good liars.
No, I know. You're like, actually, well done.
I would respect it. I'd be like, bravo.
That was great.
Bravo.
Yeah, no.
But, I mean, I know where you live, so.
Oh, yeah.
Just think about
Here
that.
I am. No, I know.
No, okay. But yeah, obviously, you know, like, if moving forward, we're tight.
Yeah.
And that's never going to be a thing, an issue, so.
I know.
You're always safe with us, because obviously you won't be able to play next week.
I know.
So you'll have all of us playing for you, and then you'll be safe.
That's the
That's basically
whole.
how it's gonna go.
I know.
Going forward, until
Which
we
is
get.
like the best case scenario.
Yeah.
Because I think we can actually rock it out until like the end.
We'll rock out.
100%.
I'm fully confident we will.
100%.
Like, yeah, like today I was looking around and I was like the people that were left, and I was like, we're pretty good. Like, no matter what
Literally.
happens.
Literally.
I just wanted your team to win though, because.
I know.
Like, I said it from the very beginning. I even told Latoya, I was like, like we.
You're like Tina and Tara, like
Yeah,
why?
I know. I was like, no, I can't. I don't want to do that.
No.
Like, I love them.
I love them
I love
too.
everyone on your team. Honestly, like I can't. Like,
Same.
I really did not want to be in that situation.
Even like Kyle with the games, I'm like,
Yeah, I
love
know.
this kid.
Like this is a game. I'm like, nope, that's not gonna happen until we gotta wait till we get out into the free world,
No, I know.
into every man for themselves.
Yeah,
But right now it's just like too tight,
I know.
and like my team just has more dispendable players.
They have so much like,
I know.
sketch going
so
on.
weird.
I like when I hear you guys laughing at night. I'm like, what are they talking about?
It's just like Kiefer talking. Like everything else is pretty weird.
Yeah.
Like last night was super awkward.
Like Julie bugging with Latoya. There's beef.
Yeah, like that was weird.
And Josh.
It was super awkward. Like last night we were talking about Rose's birthday,
Mhm.
and like Julie and Josh were both just like saying like things that they're gonna request and like do
And you're
for it.
like,
And
oh,
I was
shit.
like, one of you isn't gonna be here. Like, I just wanted to say that. I was like,
Literally.
this is so awkward, but
Oh my god, I was dying. Like, literally this entire time, Julie was like, she's like, vote to keep me, vote to keep me. And I was like, fuck. I was like, it's not
for
gonna
you,
happen.
like you.
Yeah, she was like saying it to just like everyone that, I think that whole like alliance thing where she was saying that she has the numbers. I think that's what that came from.
Yeah, that was weird. She's like, I have numbers.
I know, I was so set to sketch out. I'm like,
was
not
like,
you exposing me
Exactly.
for something I'm
That's
not
what I'm
even in.
saying. I
Like,
don't know why she said that. That wasn't a good thing to say either. She's like, I have the numbers, and I'm like, I don't think you do. First of all, second of all,
yeah.
I don't think the people you say you have are even down.
No, I know.
I'm pretty sure Braden voted with us.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vic was the only one.
And Vic knew about it, but she said like, I just don't want her to have a unanimous gets out. She did it for that reason. She's like, I know like it's not going to sway things, and she's like, I'm planning on just being honest with everyone about why I'm doing it. She's like, I'm just doing it so it's not a unanimous vote against her.
Right. That's nice.
Yeah, which I'm like, fair.
Yeah, like it's completely
Yeah.
respectable.
Vic's like, sways the vote.
Yeah, I know, exactly.
Like she knew.
Swing vote.
And like even Braden, you know, like he's like, it's a game. He's like, I
Yeah.
like the girl, it's a game.
I was honestly scared to talk to Braden about it until like the last minute, and like he was in the Expedia room with us, and Julie was in there like campaigning hard, and then she left, and then Braden stayed, and I was like, okay, Braden, like tell me legit like pros and cons of both, like Julie and Josh, because like I feel like you're extremely biased like whenever Julie's around, and he like legit like said like kind of broke it down like her social game is like very good, but he's like we're not that close, like we're not even that close.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, like I thought you guys were like final
Tight.
two, like
I asked him squarely, I'm like, were you? And he's like, no.
really.
He's like, literally not. And I think she just like liked us immediately, stuck by us for like a day really, really hard. And then everyone was like, oh, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially with them. I was like, I literally thought like for sure they have like a final something.
Right. Because when I saw that, I was like, oh, Austin, interesting. I was like, Austin's kind of like the odd man out of there. Like they seem like.
I really am.
Like come to us, Austin.
I'm with
I
you
know,
guys. That's why I was
know.
like, oh no,
know.
not me.
I know. Not this.
Not this.
Not this.
Literally my exact thought, not this.
Yeah. It's gonna be so funny for you, like the people coming in here.
Holy shit.
It's gonna be a revolving door.
I know.
Are you ready?
I'm like so weirded out. Like I'm like, oh hey, like welcome to my little ice box.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
It's gonna be like I'm not like I don't know. I hate when people kiss my ass.
I know.
So that's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be so. I don't know if you're like that at all, but.
Literally Josh today was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna come in the morning, give you a nice like morning cuddle.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on.
Come on.
I'm like, I can't with that.
He was like saying some crazy shit too.
Yeah.
He was like, I think she's gonna pull the toy off instead of me.
Me?
Yeah. I was like, what?
Literally us going like, you're good, you're good, you're good.
Yeah.
That's such a joke.
I think he's a bit delusional now. I think he might be on a kind of a high horse.
Yeah, he's like so proud of himself for today.
I think he thinks that he flipped out, but it wasn't really him.
Literally.
It was us.
Literally.
It's like everything he said to us, like we knew that already.
I know.
We just we just like wanted to decide who was better to keep. Like,
I was actually shook today. Like he looked like he saw a ghost after Julie's speech. I was like,
insane. That was
holy.
insane. That was cool though. I was like, good speech.
Yeah, she's like, do I pop off? I'm like,
Did
do
she
you?
ask you?
Yeah, she's like, do I pop off? I'm like,
Do your thing.
do your thing. Whatever you want to do.
I would have been like, absolutely. Let's see some fireworks.
Pop off.
If I was like on the fence, I probably would have like voted for her to stay. Like
That was
like, that was a
really
good
well
speech.
done.
And I was like sitting beside. I was like, do we clap? Like, what's going on?
I know, I was
quiet. I was like, Josh, you just gonna let her talk to you like that? And then he said that. I was like, you just gonna let her talk to you like that? And he's like, I've already learned not to be emotional, so I'm not gonna say anything.
I literally would have sobbed. I would have cried.
You would have cried?
Yeah, I would have like, I'm sorry.
What if someone comes at you like that?
I don't know. I think it'll depend on like who and what is said. I'll be like,
What if like Vic was like running at you?
honestly, I think I just play dead. I'd be like,
Oh my
I
god.
like can't wait till the day where Vic goes off on someone. We have
It's gonna happen too.
with the best like loop of her going, drop the pin to someone. I'm gonna cry.
Oh my! I can't even like picture it right now. I can't picture it yet.
That's the thing. Vic is like so out there, but she's so like sweet and cute.
I know.
Like I actually really like her.
Oh, she's awesome.
She's
and I like
sick.
love her story.
Yeah.
Like, whenever I hear about her struggles, like it's just actually like I'm like so proud of her.
Yeah, it like hits you. You're like, wow, like I really like had it great.
Oh, it makes me feel like I'm almost like a piece of shit because like
Yeah.
like I had it like so much better than her,
Mhm.
and like she's just amounted to so much. It's actually
Mhm.
it's unreal.
Literally before I was here, I'm like, oh, like I had like this thing, and then like I came in, I'm like, I'm good. Like,
Yeah. In comparison,
yeah, like blown away,
could have been a lot worse.
blown away.
Thank God.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I hope you have a good sleep in here.
Thanks.
Don't get too scared.
I know. A little bubble.
It's too freezing cold though. You just turn on the heat or something.
I know.
I'll blanket will do you well.
I know it's kind of thin. I'll keep you
Yeah.
in the loop.
We'll chat tomorrow, but like, I don't want to be like in here too much.
I know. In here for hours. I'm like,
I'm
interesting.
Sure people are gonna be in here
Good
all the
night.
time.
You too. See you in the morning.
Someone will have your breakfast and everything made for you. I bet.
I know. I'm like, oh, I love it.
Yo. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Ooh, I have so many options now. Where do I sleep? Where do I sleep, guys? Who wants me more? And oop. No, seriously, who wants more? Who wants the bed alone, bums? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. That may be the last. Night. Stop that.
All right.
Apparently a lot of international, like, there's a lot of international viewers.
Oh, that's what I was saying, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
Huh? It's fine. They always come back. They always come back.
I don't really know. Are you under the sheets?
Yeah.
You are?
Wait, am I?
I don't know.
Why, do you want to go under?
Oh, woo! You guys?
Canada's watching.
I was watching. You about to get a show? No.
Nah.
Like, that's kind of cool in here tonight.
Yeah.
It's like heavier on me.
Do you feel like you have more room?
Yeah, I was gonna say way more room.
You always lay on the edge, and the middle. Have you
Sorry, bro.
noticed the middle of our bed is empty?
No, but our asses are touching
Are they?
all the time.
I don't think.
I think we're both like on the very edge, and then our butts are touching.
Big booty Judy's.
Big brain.
Don't talk about it.
Big brain.
Oh my god.
Can't help we got the junk in the trunk.
That's fair.
I have no junk in my trunk. The pants are always falling down. Oh, it's built up right now, and it's still.
What's built up?
My butt.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like I have not been impressed.
We're talking about other tangs.
Enough.
Such
You're like, yo,
as-
same. I've been waiting for someone to say it.
What? I don't get it.
What else would be built up in this house?
I don't know.
I'll let you think about it.
Oh. I get it.
Yeah. Oh, they're kind of.
Wow, they are having a good time.
Yeah. Keith.
Huh?
Are you asleep?
What's up? Story time?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm running out of ones that I want to tell on live stream.
Keith's tank is empty.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, I don't know what's going on. It's just an overwhelming day, you know?
Yeah.
That was
It's a
good.
big day.
My energy is depleted.
Gross show. We're going down the line.
Tell us the story.
Come on, guys. They can't be over there having all the fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Ro, tell us a story.
Get silly
What
with
is
it,
the
Ro.
theme- What's the theme of our story times tonight?
Times, let me think.
Come back to me, Josh. Go, you go.
Well, I need the theme.
Yeah, we didn't even think of it.
We need the theme.
Okay.
Okay.
Worst dates.
Worst?
Worst dates.
Worst dates.
Worst
Okay,
dates.
I already know this
I
one.
do have one.
This
as
is
well.
good. This is good.
Okay. You want first?
Sure, I'll go.
Okay.
So this was when I was working like downtown, and I was like doing like the 9 to 5, and I was just swiping at that time. Matched with this one girl. She was like from probably North York, so kind of on the subway line, but like a little bit of ways away. So I'm like, hey, like I finished work around like 5:30. Do you want to come down to me? And so she does. She agrees to. And she's got like some pretty good pictures. Like she's looking cute, but not like a whole lot of variety on there. So I'm like, all right, like we'll give it a shot. And so she comes down, like probably travels like 50 minutes to get to me and meet me for like 5:30, like at a bar close by to my office.
Yeah.
And we sit down, and I can immediately tell, first of all, like, does not look like the pics.
Shut the fuck up.
And
I
then,
can immediately tell.
and then second, I can tell immediately that she's super. we got like one drink. we were like having the drink, and like obviously like by the time I sat down, I knew that like there wasn't gonna be a second date, and so I was just like, I was gonna have a second just to be nice, but I was just like, fuck, I really can't, because like. So what at some point during the date, like we talked about like how much we liked Friends, like the show Friends, and like
and you're like, we should
okay,
just
like,
be friends.
Well, I didn't think of that at the time, but so like we were just like, oh yeah, like we both like the show, like you know, there's a common talking point, so we had something to talk about. And then after one beer, so we took off, and I'm like, okay, like you know, one date, she was super nervous, like you know, it's obviously not gonna work out. I'm probably just not gonna text her. If she texts me, then I'll respond. But so we just go like 2 days without a text, and then finally she texts me after 2 days, and she sends me a Friends meme, and it says, "Was it hot in there, or was it just me?"
Shut up. And you didn't want a second date with
laughing before he finished it.
Oh my god, it was the funniest thing.
That's actually really funny.
I actually laughed out loud when I got the text, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna text her, but if you text me, I'll respond. So I responded, like we exchanged a couple texts, but like we didn't go the second day. So it was pretty jokes.
That is hilarious.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
So, I was talking to some dude on Tinder, and then we'd arranged a date for like a Friday, but then he was like in my neighborhood and messaged me being like, what are you doing right now? Let's just like, meet up right here. So I was like, okay. So then I go meet him, and then he sits down, and he immediately leads in with talking about how he was just out of an 8-year marriage to a woman, and he had known that he was gay before he married said woman. And then, so that was just like a very big like thing on his heart.